Good morning, Bitcoin Brandon.
Hello.
I think
What's
it's
up, man?
block 868-263. We just came off the town hall yesterday. A lot of fun seeing everybody's face. 20 some people getting on the stream to kind of talk S3. But you want to walk kind of us through what we kind of talked about and what your impressions were, and I'll just kind of get into opening some hoop.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, last night was great. We had about 25, 26 guests on the stream, and it was really cool. There was a handful of people that had their cameras on. There was another handful that were able to talk. And so it was good to just see everybody again. It's been a long time. So we kind of unveiled like what's going on with Series 3. And pretty stoked to see what's next. Look at you.
Yeah,
Look at you. You got your orange gloves on, jumping into.
it feels like I'm opening Series 3.
I know. Well, that's what's cool, right? Is a little bit time goes by, and now these are that much cooler, right? Just like opening up S2 is so cool now.
Yep.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see, dude. I'm pretty on fire with these having edition whale packs. I can check out the hollow. I pretty much got them all down.
As in, like,
I mean,
knowing we're gonna,
as in I peek on the edge and then,
yeah,
oh, okay. That's a 256, a 125 or
it's
whatever.
sandwiched right now, so I'm just gonna go for it. But let's see the.
Give me a little bit. Okay. Mirror one.
Pretty easy there. Won't
There he
challenge you
is.
too hard. Number 32 out of 420.
32 or 20. Okay.
A mere
Okay.
one. Freedom for humanity. Uh, yeah. Do you have any plans on getting some old inventory from Epoch One? I liked that little
Yeah.
name.
So for Series 3, we released our pre-orders. We have our bundles. And if you purchase one of the bundles, you get a discount code on anything on inventory, Epoch One. So um, I don't know. That's obviously a big bonus. I haven't really figured out how I'll use that code. I think it's the whale bundle has a 35% discount, and then the shark has a 30%.
Yeah.
And if you get a crab bundle, it is a 25% discount on anything Epoch One. So technically, I think there's still one jersey card Team BTC combo out there. So that's someone's going to snag that very soon.
Yeah. Is that including our hats in Epoch One?
The
I don't.
hats
Yeah.
will be included in Epoch One.
Gotcha. Very
So
nice.
I think he's going to try and get that out like next week or the following. That's
See, that's
nice.
love that, Robert. Yeah, I do like the idea of kind of breaking down. I don't know if you saw my message at the end of, Epoch 3 is right around the corner.
Oh, oh,
I
is
think
that
I know
cracked
that.
ice?
I think that's BTC graffiti.
Cracked ice out of 50. Whoa. Look at that pole. Look at that pole, baby.
Woo!
Boom.
It's a little good morning.
There you go.
Very nice.
When
Number
we get there,
6.
number 6 out of 50.
That's a great poll.
That's beautiful. That's
I've always
beautiful.
wanted a Zitra piece of art, and I think I finally got one.
I don't
We'll
have
see.
that one. I don't have that one yet.
I certainly, yeah. No, I've never seen that piece of art before.
On
Bitcoin trading cards. So that's
the other
specific.
day, I pulled the Tommy.
Oh, nice bull.
Um,
That is so cool. Yeah.
yeah, and then I was able to pick up a Coco,
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
and then
Are you dealing in hoop? Are you doing trades and stuff?
yeah, I need to. I really haven't been active. I've been really busy. One of the things I picked up at the card show in Vegas, right over here, I don't break my setup. This thing's
Yeah.
pretty cool. This is a This is a case, right? This is a
Yeah.
card case, and it's got a PSA slab up front. So a little mini one. It holds about 20, 25 slabs in it. It's also got this cool combo lock here on the side of it, but thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Really cool guy. We met him, and actually he's a card breaker, and he ripped some SOS on his live channel. So that was cool.
I do like that part of the card shows is getting other people involved in ripping packs,
Yeah.
whether it's vendors or tables. I'm gonna see if I can, before opening this, get a little better lighting.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff dropped last night. One of the things that we failed to mention was you saw the art packs. I mean the art on the wrappers.
Yep.
So there's two different arts. So one of the things that I'm going to drop here in the Telegram soon is there's a gold kind of color, and then there's a purple color. There's like a warrior and a villain. In each box, there's going to be 12 of each. So 12 of the gold and 12 of the purple.
Is it going to be split? Do you know 50-50? I like
The box will have 12 of each, but the cards in the wrappers are just random, right?
Gotcha.
So it doesn't. If I get a gold pack, it could have just the same odds as a purple pack.
I don't
So
know.
that would be cool. If people pack collectors are now going to have
2-pack.
two packs from S3. Yeah, I need to do a little blurb about that to the rest of the group.
I don't know if this. I did want to show it off in the sunlight, but I don't know.
So tell us about this. Is this all from the same box?
So this is all from the same box. I was able to
Okay.
open, and in this box, in the first 6 packs, I got another out of 50. So I got a Coco.
So you got 250s out of a
250s.
box. Okay, I'm seeing that as a trend. That's a pretty average pull rate. Man, when we were in Vegas, I was filming Murphy while he ripped open that 21 whale.
Dude, yeah, I was.
It was so crazy. We just weren't ready for it.
I saw Murph. I saw it in the video, and I was
Yeah.
like, nobody sent a picture of it. I don't think in the chat when you pulled it.
No, it
And
was
so
too chaotic, but yeah.
I was like, oh, you guys are a little sneaky pulling something. Oh, that's a
Oh,
Adam.
nice.
I think Adam
Okay,
Cadman.
right here.
Or there you go. Yep.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. Number 25 out of 256.
Oh, nice.
Very pretty.
Nice. Have you gotten any of these chase cards graded?
Not of the hoop. So these are actually for anybody watching, I guess. These are not technically my personal packs. These are for a friend who kind of wanted me to rip them. So I'm kind of doing it feels like I'm doing their grading and their inventory and different stuff, which is really fun to have like an extra, extra packs laying around that I can kind of get to rip and play with that, aren't totally mine. But we have sent in some hoop for grading. Just haven't gotten them back yet. So not sure how it's going to go.
Very cool.
I did just get my, that's what morning, what day is it? Tuesday? Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
It's Thursday. I got a package from.
Today's Halloween.
Today's
So it's White Paper Day.
Yeah. Happy White Paper Day. I got
White Paper Day.
I got a package from Tag with my S1 base that I got graded, and it was supposed to arrive yesterday, and I don't know if I got my notification, so I'm a little nervy.
Exciting. So that's what? That's $15 a card at Tag?
$15 a card, but for these I did the score because I wanted to just see what it was like.
Yeah,
and,
nice.
Pretty sick. I mean, the highest, just for whoever's watching, the highest grade, and this is also it's so fitting. The highest single grade out of all 10 cards that I scored. What do you think it was? Out of 1,000.
Which cards are they? Or S1 base?
S1 base Bitcoin category cards. So
on
Black Border
from Tag?
from Tag.
7?
Okay, it was a little high. It was this card. It was a Lightning Network card,
Okay.
and the highest grade I got was 921.
Oh, okay.
A single score, right?
That's
So,
cool, right?
yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean,
That's cool.
21. I mean, I wanted, because these were some of the best base cards I had, and so I wanted
Yeah.
a 10. But the fact that the highest one I got was a 921, like,
Yeah.
it couldn't.
So, like, if you get a 10, is that 1,000 points? Is that what
That's
it is? Like, you can't get a
it's
10 something?
950 or above would be a
It's a
10.
10.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Interesting. So it's just 9.5 rounds up to a 10. I get it.
yeah. And so that's where the score really becomes interesting. Is it breaks down, especially in the nines and tens.
Yeah.
To differentiate between the best, because that's really what you want. If you're buying a 10, it's like, well, there are differences, right? There are imperfections.
Give me a peek. What kind of hollow is it? It's like, okay. Is this 1,000?
Oh yeah, it is. There you go.
We're all Satoshi.
Satoshi number 42. That's 21 doubled.
Nice.
Noise. Classic.
Nice.
All right, we got 2 more packs for this morning.
2 more SOS.
2 more SOS.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Well, that's exciting. You got those 921.
Yeah. I have no clue what that market is going to be like. Just
Yeah.
the
One thing that we came away from this Vegas card show was realizing what we want to do is we want to take like a bunch of blues, go get a bunch of S2 blue rares graded. And then we want to go talk to vendors and card breakers and basically gift these cards. Hey, can we throw these cards into your showcase? Because it would just be kind of neat to put these out there, and yeah, they could be worth a lot someday, but that's what we need to do. Another rainbow foil box.
Nice. We are all Satoshi. So, now we all Satoshi. Spirit of Satoshi. 793 out of 1,000. Yeah. So in this Spirit of Satoshi box, I already got a Hal, and that means not totally thinking that there's going to be another card in the next.
No, don't.
It could be hotter. It could be hotter.
I think I did a couple more SOS boxes at the card show. My son, he ripped a whole SOS box, right?
Yeah.
And he hit each cypherpunk.
All 3.
He hit Adam back, and then he hit Nick, and then we were like, "Oh, it's another cracked dice!" And then it was Hal Finney, and we all freaked out, and it was really cool. Because you saw those card map things, right? So we were putting the cards on to kind of fill it up like a bingo card almost. It was really fun to do it that way.
You were telling me about that, and I wanted to break that out for one of these times.
I need to. I'm going to print a couple more. We made some corrections to them and changed the font on them. So we're going to have something like that similar for. Oh, is it Zuko? Or Svetsky?
Svetsky. Very nice.
Is that 420?
408 out of 420.
I think there could definitely be something else in there. In that box. I think I would say for your halving edition whale pack, the 250s is average. I wouldn't say there's anything higher than that, but could be wrong.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
That's where the 1 of 1 comes in. What is the math on like? All right, you get 250s, but the 1 of 1's so random that I don't know. Within a given box, what to expect. But
yeah,
I'm glad we haven't run into 2 1 of 1s in a box. That would just blow my. I mean, that would just be like, oh no.
Something about Series 3 is like we just have so much control over the collation of this, right? So we're going to be able to ensure that there's only, there's never more than 121 club per case, right? We're going to make sure that a case is 8 boxes. There's 875 boxes. There's 105 21 clubs. We can ensure that. So I don't know how many cases there are. I think there was like 109 cases, is what it is.
Sounds about right.
And so with 105 21 clubs, we're going to be able to ensure that each case only has a total of one. There's going to be a small chance that a case doesn't have one, but there's very good odds, 95% odds that if you buy a case, you're going to pull a 21 club.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. We didn't have that for S2. We didn't have anything like that for S1 or any other set. So I think that's going to be really helpful for people to understand that. Something that we still should advertise because it's really neat to know that. I don't know. I was chasing 21 clubs like it was crazy in S2. And if I would have known that buying a case, I'd get one, it would have been a lot more helpful. And maybe I would have bought more, like, okay, cool. Now I want another one. So I'll buy 2 cases type of thing.
Remind me, what are the 1-of-1s in Series 3?
There are 21 of them.
21. Okay. Yeah. So 21 of the 100. And so you got a 20% chance in a case.
For a 1-of-1, I've got them right here. So 1-of-1, let me find it here. So pulling a 21 club out of a pack, it's going to be 0.5%. Pulling a 21 club out of a box is going to be 12%. And then pulling a 21 club out of a case, I just lost
95% or whatever, but
yeah.
And then there's only 21. There's 1/5 of the amount of 1-of-1s as there are 21 clubs. So just take all your odds and divide it by 5 for a 1-of-1.
Yeah. So I have a 1-of-1 out of a pack is a 0.1%. A 1-of-1 out of a box is 2.4. So
wow, that's crazy.
2.4% out of a box.
There's the argument could be made to save your sats and just buy a 1-of-1. Buy the 1-of-1 you want.
For sure.
There's an argument to be made there. I'm not going to be as somebody that loves breaking and opening packs, not going to be the one to advocate that. But for people that do just want to kind of collect the cards they want, I think the secondary market's going to be, liquid. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity to kind of get after those cards.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun to come up with this. Yeah, so there's a total of 109 cases.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that, again, that town hall was great last night. The community getting together, one of the things, and just this being on a little KB stream, when I was listening to that, and one of my goals for sure is to be a partner for the community and Bitcoin trading cards that allows, Bitcoin trading cards is already small scale. Coil breaks is even smaller, right? So I can focus on truly, quality, whatever times, a real niche product offering. So whether it's the, merch, or
so I was halfway listening to you. I apologize, but the thing is I was saying I was doing these odds. A case, if you buy a case, there's a 19% chance of a 1-of-1.
Yeah, 20%. Yeah.
I mean, truth is there's not that. There's only 109 cases. Right? We break it down like that. So,
just got to buy 5 cases.
Just got to buy 5 and you're locked in.
Yeah.
You're locked in.
40,000 and you get a 1-of-1 and 5 21s.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, you're locked in, dude. But I'm so stoked about these parallels. Like, that part's going to be fun. It's so much more fun than like, I watch a lot of Pokemon breakers and even regular sports card breakers, and they rip through packs so fast, right? Because this pack is, I guess it's like $5 or something. They're just like, nope. They just start, they rip it open, they go through the 6 cards, and those cards go in the trash bin. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly don't know where they go. They're just like, "Ding." And a lot of times they'll go through and they'll see the hit within a second. They'll take the whole thing and throw it all away. Like the hit or the chase is like, oh, that's trash.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of who knows how many thousands of cards. Who knows? Everybody has that. No one cares about that hit. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna. They just throw that away. So the cool thing is like if you're opening these packs and you get that of 1000 hit, right? That's going to be the lowest rarity. You get that of 1000 hit, all the rest of it's not trash. Like you're going to be hunting for those parallels, just
Yeah.
like like so those aren't trash. Like you're going to be able to find chases like, ooh, I needed that one, even more so than we are already doing with the hollow parallels SOS and having edition. Like there's just going to be that much more. I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be another chase created, another excitement, thrill to kind of go after those.
Yeah. I think the parallels bolster kind of this idea that, I was just thinking while you were talking that the price point of Bitcoin trading cards, right, in an orange pillowed pack, right, it's not necessarily, I wouldn't consider it cheap, right? I don't think it's lucrative compared to other trading card projects, but it's certainly not cheap. And there's something actually to be said for that when you're opening these packs and you didn't spend $5 on it, right? You pay a little more attention to every detail, and these parallels being in the cards makes every card something that you can savor that moment, right? That moment of revealing what parallel you're getting. It's not just the color, right? Because now you can collect across all those different parallels. What are there, four or five, four?
There's 4 parallels in a base card, so
Okay,
there's a standard base and then 4 other
got it.
parallels.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a perspective I haven't thought of, at least previously, was just because of the price point. You're feeling it's kind of like that Bitcoin way. You're holding something precious. There was a lot of care and attention to detail put into it, and it's not something you can or should just throw away as soon as you see. Oh, it's not the chase card yet. It's not the chase card yet.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing how they just rip through those things. They just open like 5 packs in like 30 seconds,
yeah,
and then there's just a stack of trash with the rare card in there included. And so if MSRP at $50 of these series 3, there's 10 cards in there. Dude, these base cards are gonna be, I mean, base S2 cards could go for $3 or something like that, like these these parallels are just they're gonna be fun. I think they're gonna be, they increase the value of the pack so much more, and the fun of the pack. So
yeah.
we're looking forward to
Getting our rip
getting
on.
those. So like
And
in
that's
one pack, like there's a 60% chance to get an orange parallel.
yeah.
So
And orange parallels out of how much for the
out of
audience?
210.
Out of 210.
Yeah. So that's the rarest parallel, and there's
And reminder, that's not your chase card, right?
that's not
You're getting
that's
an
not the
out of
chase card.
210, and it really is a foreign concept to the hobby to have that experience. Like it's just not in NFL Prism. You're getting a ton all base that are printed in trillions, and then
Right.
one color parallel. It's your chase card is your color parallel, right? And it's like that's not a very engaging experience, and it's just not something they're used to go every card is out of 1,000 or less in a pack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge too, out of 1,000 or less. So
I'm
we
awesome. That's
do.
awesome that you guys and everybody was able to design the set to be able to make that work.
Yeah. And then we also, so the lowest rarity of the chase is also 1,000, right?
Yeah,
So those will be serialized just like your SOS cards that you pulled earlier. But so there is going to be definitely some times when you get a rare out of 1,000, but you also pull an orange parallel,
yeah,
right? So that orange parallel,
makes up for it for sure.
it's hard to put value on things, and it's
It is.
especially when these orange parallels are going to be sick, but they're not going to be serialized. On the back, they will say limited out of 210, but so that's where it's like, you could talk about SOS or having edition. Like, how does you just got a Guy Fawkes Spirit of Satoshi, right? And then your hollow parallels were technically more rare than that card,
Hmm.
right? I think they're out of
They are.
two something.
In the hoop or the SOS?
In both.
In SOS, it's 445 for the hollow and 557 for the base, I think. And then in hoop, it's like three. It's
Right.
really rare. It's
Yeah, I
really
got those
scarce.
mixed up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
it's
the hollow foils and hoops are
278
yeah.
and then 347 for the base.
Yeah.
Um,
So, how do you feel? What do you think about the value of those hollow foils and their
yeah,
rarity versus a serialized
yeah. I mean, it's
case?
all right. It's all what somebody's willing to pay at the end of the day. But if we're to project right now, just out of personal opinion, I could definitely see an out of 210 set selling for over 1 million sats at that time, whatever it's worth. Or, and that could be over $800, over $1,000, because you're looking at 60 some cards out of 210, right? How many base cards? 60
For which?
and
For
S3,
hoop? S3, there's 63.
63, yeah. Um, so yeah, I mean, at that scale of a full set, I could definitely see some big sales. I mean, worth more than S1 OPP
Yeah.
base, which is crazy to think.
Aladdin brought it up. Like, so say you rip an S3 and you get a rare out of 1,000. Would and would you trade that rare for an orange
And out of
parallel?
210, yeah, I would.
Yeah, you would,
I mean, it
right?
depends also on the orange parallel, right? I think just as though there's the Bitcoin category in
Yeah.
S1, the Bitcoin category in S1 OPP will always be the most desired. And if in S3's base set, there's some cards, whether it's new cards, I don't totally know. Is like military industrial like the villains have base cards?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they do, and they have the different frames,
Right.
right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, some of those I could like. I'll eat that up. I'm gonna eat those villains up in the out of 210s. I
Yeah.
don't. I think that's gonna be awesome. In all honesty, what the villains are out of 500, like heroes and
Villains
villains
out
are
of
500.
500.
So yeah, I mean, I like that. The chase card is a chase card. It's always be premium, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
also a scarcity guy, and I think
Mm-hmm.
scarcity at the end of the day drives value.
Mm-hmm.
And demand in that, but demand comes from it's all personal preference. And I just think at the end of the day, Bitcoiners lean into scarcity, so it's you could put a new frame around it, and this is just what I'm initially thinking. It may change when I get the cards in hand, but you could put the frame around it, and the chase card's going to look sick. I would rather have an out of 210.
Yeah.
So that'll be really
Yeah.
that particularly of heroes and villains and how their market plays out with I
Yeah.
think that's a really good
Yeah.
comparison. But
It's a lot, you know, Aladdin and the team has created a lot more to bite into, a
yeah,
lot more of a rabbit hole, a lot more of a chase to go down. S2 made it a little bit more complex than S1. Sometimes that was at a fault, but I feel like the way that we've done S3, more parallels. We're adding one of ones. I think it's going to be pretty epic. So,
yeah,
like you said, um, still not sure if we're going to be able to release a whole card map before S3 goes out, but I want to. I want to release all the names because there's a lot to get hyped up and excited about. Um, it's just going to be cool. So,
yeah.
looking forward to it.
We can wrap here. I just want to
Okay.
add one point, which is on the S1 OPP, right? Like, I think the storyline of where we've come from with each set that Aladdin kind of talked about last night, just a little bit of we've been improving quality each time, and I'm really excited by what's being discussed about the new printer for S3.
Right.
In S2, where it was not perfect, but it was definitely an improvement on S1, as well as the point of you brought in the community, right? You got these warriors. It was a warrior, loaded series and set. A little road rage this morning. But by S3, now we're at the point where you can really focus on the cards themselves and the, collectability around them,
Yeah.
and expand out of Bitcoin, right? We went Bitcoin for Series 2 FUD busters, and now it's like, military industrial complex, world economic forum. That's just life. That's just things you know,
Jeez, the villains.
yeah.
Yeah, man. There's
Yeah.
some really cool. I mean, we got great warriors and whatnot, but these villains are going to be hitting on some big red pill topics. As much as this is orange pill in a pack, it's also red pill in a pack because we're going to be presenting some ideas and cards that are just like a little bit on the edge, a little bit down the matrix hole, if you will.
Yeah. I liked the based trading cards was funny.
Mm,
But all right, we can wrap. I'm just going to show off our last hits. This is 42 out of 1,000. We are all Satoshi. Our 793 out of 1,000. Spirit of Satoshi. Mix it around here. We got our Freedom for Humanity, 32 out of 420. Mirror 1. Our Zitra, number 6 out of
nice.
50. Just gorgeous.
That was great.
And Svetsky. I know I ripped another hoop, 408 out of 420. There's a hoop in here somewhere.
Yeah, there's the S19.
Oh yeah, the S19. All right, well we'll find that S19. It couldn't have ran away. But cool. Thank you, Brandon. Happy Thursday. Hope you have
Yeah.
a great rest of the day. Always nice chatting with you.